you're going to have to throw a straight one right down the pipe to stop a guy from moving like that. And you lose a lot of your road work because you're going overhead. You don't practice punches like that in training. BOWE is not an aggressor. Real clumsy going forward. So is Donald, by the way.
Now, George, you said that you thought of giving up boxing after trying to chase Donald with the jab. Is that because of his counterpunching skills and quickness, or because of his defense?
He has it all. He's got everything together when you're coming after him. It's after. You make him come forward, he's like really BOWE is now. They don't know exactly what to do. They need combinations to knock you down.
Kind of a weird round one to try to score as Donald danced and BOWE watched for the most part.
Once the jab go up and down a little bit more. Okay. Put it up and down. Leave me one lead right hand. Give me the lead right hand. Your lead right hand, then come out with the left hook, okay? Give me the lead. No, be faster. So when you talk to him, Spit, you just put yours on.
Yeah. Okay.
Fire away. You got to fire away. Don't give him around. Okay? You did all right.
What was the plan? Keep the pressure on. Yeah. He'll have to slow down eventually. Just make him keep running. Whenever he tries to jab, come right back with your jab.
No,
okay. All right. All right.
Use the bucket if you can, Rick, okay? Too much water left. The water here. The water up here.
Fascinating to hear Eddie Futch tell BOWE, make him keep running. Not sure BOWE had anything to do with it.
But you tell yourself, you got punch stats here and there. And judges are watching punch landed. You chase a man for 12 rounds, you lose, even though your one is more powerful than his three.
Donald wants to outland BOWE, though he's going to have to throw some. Hasn't committed himself to doing that yet.
Well, you stretch the big guy out who's throwing the power. You get the rounds out. You get him out about 4 or 5 rounds. Then you stand still a bit.
BOWE landing the jab. He landed 8 out of 18 jabs by punch stat numbers in round 1. Donald was 2 for 15.
That's great. When Donald see him coming forward, he holds on, which is perfectly legal.
On those occasions when Bert Cooper was seemingly on the verge of getting Donald in trouble a few months ago, Donald did an effective job of holding and tying up Cooper to get out of dangers. Wide swinging right again by BOWE. Riddick starts to smile in there.
Believe me, when you throw those kind of punches as a heavyweight, it takes a lot of your energy. You lose control of your fist, and before you know it, you turn to be wild as the fight goes on.
Bringing up the subject of conditioning, which has been BOWE's weakness at times in the past, I got to say, coming in here tonight, George, he looks better to me than he's ever looked.
He actually looks good this time. He doesn't need a pat trunk to cover his stomach. He looks fine. But look who's saying, who's talking.
A guy with a championship belt or two. That's who's talking.
No, I mean a guy.
Yeah, I know. They got to be big belts. I understand that.
The BOWE is kind of red around his nose already.
Come on, come on.
Right hand lead. Donald providing what trainer Janks Morton asked for between rounds. Now here's BOWE with that wide swinging right again. He lands a heavy right hand to the body and another. BOWE remembering to go to the body inside, and then he tries for the right hand one more time.
Now you would think that Donald would stay to his right and make him just throw as many of those right hands as he possibly can.
Now BOWE half connects with one of those right hands.
And it hurts.
Donald was standing still in the corner. Riddick BOWE's aggression paying off a little bit in the last minute of round 2.
Okay. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep after this guy. And make him move into that big right hook once in a while.
Give him the bucket to spit in, okay? Really spit in the bucket, okay, big guy? You're going to get too much blood on the bucket. Have him spit in the bucket, okay?
That's right. Let me play the game.
Me?
Okay.
Close your eyes.
Need some grease first left.
Okay, I got some right here. Right here, man, please.
How you feel?
I feel great.
Okay. Turn on the speed with your jab on your feet. Jab first. Let me see the thing. Let me see the speed.
Close your eyes on it and listen to him.
You'll be fine. You're doing good. You're doing good. Stay right there.
I thought there were three things that could happen for Larry Donald in this fight. He could win, he could look good losing, or he could get blown out. Right now, none of those things are happening.
Yes, a fourth possibility has arisen.
Now, if I'm Donald's trainer, I'll tell him, now stop moving, confuse him a bit, stand in front of him for a while to make him think, oh, I can settle down. And as soon as he settles down, you start moving again. You got to use some deception.
Donald throws a left and a right and then continues to back away.
In your comeback, George, have you faced anyone like Donald?
Right. But I had to kind of back away sometime, and then I decided I'm going to have to become an aggressive fighter. And you do that by, you don't put one foot in front of the other. You keep both feet together, and you march. You come on like waves, and you keep waving and waving and waving. Which means you can't prefer one punch over another.
Swinging over the top with the right hand. Watching what Donald has done, or not done if you prefer so far, you see the reason why his camp might have preferred a 20-foot ring rather than this 18-foot 2-inch number.
Now, Riddick Bowe is starting to stick that big, long left jab into Donald's stomach. Believe me, that can change things quick.
He's also starting to bring some right hand to the rib cage.
Donald has to understand that every round he has to invest in a few body punches himself to make that leg movement work.
If a guy tries to run against you, George, do you think first of going to the body?
Right, you got to put something in the body so the legs will not obey him. He say keeps moving, but his legs are saying, I can't. Now Donald is doing what he shouldn't do. Bowe is effective when he's on those ropes. You don't want to give him that. Make him think, hey, I got to reach out.
Uppercut in close, maybe Bowe's best punch. He landed two with the right hand there.
Bowe can only do uppercuts when he's close to you. Which is what devastated Evander Holyfield in the first fight, the short uppercuts.
Yep, that's what put Holyfield on Queer Street in the 10th round. Bowe landing that right hand shot. Now there's blood on the nose of Larry Donald.
Donald should never have stopped.
Yep, he shouldn't have stood still, right? Coming forward with more of a purpose now. Donald is getting easier to find.
16 fights, you just don't have enough experience to weather storms. You think, oh, the world is coming to an end. But when you've had a lot of fights, you just wait, oh, that's just this round.
Come on, wake up!
Bowe is better understand that Donald has been beat up like this a few times in his life because he's not a puncher.
So far, Larry Donald doesn't look ready for prime time.
You got to stop holding him. Come on. Give me that wet rag over there, that wet spine. Come on, Buster. Up top, up top, up top. Nose. Get the nose,
Okay,
get the nose. Get the nose first, leave the rest alone, get the nose. You got Larry, you're hesitating, you're waiting for him to get off first. We're going to have to control this thing. You're going to control it.
Okay.
Pick up your pace and control it. Okay? How you feel?
I feel great.
Okay, now you pick it up. Don't let him come in on you like that. You got to change position quicker, son.
Okay.
Change the position on him. He can't keep up with you chain that. Hold them legs way fast enough. Now pick it up.
Keep that pressure on him. He's ready to quit already.
Yeah, I know.
Don't get careless.
If you haven't seen any replays, there haven't been anything worth showing you.
Honesty is our policy. Round 4 begins. It's scheduled for 12.
Why
While you're ticking off the disadvantages for Donald tonight, there is one more. 10-ounce gloves, as opposed to 12-ounce gloves, should favor the heavier puncher. Bowe, and he landed another solid right hand inside there. And Donald backs up. And there's a right hand to the side of the head.
And that's the way you make a guy come to you. You hit him with a hard shot and then move. Then he tries to pay you back, and he burns himself out also.
Donald breathing through his mouth. He's got his mouth wide open. You suspect that maybe he's having trouble breathing through the nose after the blood started to flow in round 3. Bowe uppercuts with the left hand as well as the right.
Now Donald moves the left jab till he does it twice. You can do good like that. A boxer should never be dependent upon power.